All right, let's get right into it. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the 13 AI tools and systems that I am personally using to make money. We're going to skip all the hype. This is my real, no-fluff setup.
First things first, and you really need to let this sink in. AI is not coming.
It's already here.
And yeah, it's already replacing people, it's printing money, and it is moving at a speed that most of us can barely even wrap our heads around. The pace of this shift is just absolutely insane.
You know, right now, a huge gap is opening up. You've got one group of people who are using these tools to build systems that literally make them money while they sleep. And then you have everyone else, still just scrolling, totally oblivious to the ground shifting beneath them. Okay, so let's dive in. We're going to start with the absolute basics, the foundational tools that you should be using every single day. Look, my entire daily workflow runs on what I call AI brains. We're talking ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, Claude, all the ones you see here. But please, don't think of these as just simple chatbots. They're not. They are pure, raw leverage. For me, they're like an instant research team, a brainstorming partner that never runs out of ideas, and an assistant that just automates all the boring stuff that used to eat up my day.
And I really can't stress this enough. Getting one of these AI assistants into your daily routine, well, it's not an advantage anymore. It's just the new baseline. It's the cost of entry to stay competitive. If you're not using them, you are missing out on a massive, massive opportunity to just get ahead.
All right, now let's talk about the fun part. How do we actually turn that leverage into cold, hard cash? Because let's be honest, having all these powerful tools is totally useless if you don't actually apply them to make money.
Let's take trading, for instance. Inside a platform like Binance, there are AI systems that can analyze markets, track every move, and execute trades in a fraction of a second. But here is the critical thing you have to understand. AI won't make you rich. What it does is make you faster. If you don't get the market fundamentals, AI will just help you lose your money faster than you ever thought possible. It's a tool, an amplifier, not a substitute for actual knowledge.
Now here's the business model that's so much simpler and honestly just beautiful. Selling AI chatbots. People are actually paying for custom-built AI conversations. You know, a bot for a super specific niche or a bot with a funny character. The model is insanely powerful. You build it one time and you can sell it over and over and over again. It is the definition of a low-cost, high-margin digital product.
And that right there, that's the core idea of what we call information advantage. The real edge, the real unfair advantage in this new world, it comes from using AI to scan all the news, react in milliseconds, and make a move before a human can even finish reading the first sentence of an article. Speed is the name of the game now.
Okay, this is where things start to get really wild. AI is completely changing what it means to create something. All the old barriers to entry, they're just melting away.
I mean, the sheer range of what you can do is just incredible. You can create totally original music with Suno AI. You can generate entire video clips just by typing a sentence with tools like Kling. Or even seeing this thing called vibe coding with Claude, where you just describe the feeling of an app you want, and the AI literally writes the code for you. This creative explosion is touching everything, from building entire websites with zero code to completely automating your social media. And this leads to a fundamental shift in strategy. For years, the hardest part of any business was creating great content. That's just not the problem anymore. Now the real bottleneck, the real challenge, is distribution. How do you get eyeballs on the stuff you've made? And we're seeing all these crazy capabilities start to merge. You've got all-in-one tools like Higgsfield popping up that can do image, video, and voice generation. We're getting so close to the point where one person with one tool can do the work of an entire creative agency. So, you have all this incredible, world-changing power at your fingertips, and you know what comes with that, right? A whole lot of risk. You absolutely have to learn how to move smart in this new environment.
The next big leap is what we call AI agents. Now, don't think of these as something you just talk to. These are autonomous systems that you can set up to run complicated tasks for you 24/7 without you lifting a finger. It sounds amazing, but there is a massive catch. And that catch is security. For me, I have one non-negotiable rule: no exceptions. I never, ever give these agents my personal data, and I never run them on my main computer or my main phone. They stay isolated, on a separate system, always. Because the dangers are not some far-off sci-fi fantasy. They are very, very real, right now. Deepfakes are becoming flawless.
AI makes it unbelievably easy for scammers to operate at scale, and very soon, you won't be able to tell what's real and what's AI generated. Heck, even your own private chat history with an AI could be turned and used against you.
This is exactly why you have to keep learning. It's not a choice anymore. New tools are coming out constantly that can automate entire jobs. Staying on top of this stuff isn't about just not falling behind. It's about seeing how you can redefine what you do before someone or something else does it for you.
So, if we boil this entire explainer down to one single truth, it's this. AI represents the biggest, most powerful shift in leverage of our entire generation. Full stop. And that leaves every single one of us with a very, very clear choice. You can stick your head in the sand, ignore it, and you will get left behind. You'll become obsolete, you'll lose your edge. Or you can lean in. You can use it to build new income, create powerful systems, and ultimately buy back your own freedom.
I've already made my choice. I know which path I'm on. The only question that really matters now is, which one will you choose?